What's up, everybody? Thank you for stopping by the channel. My name is Jared. This is the LVME. We're doing a smoking reaction to brand new Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun, the Brave 2 album. Digital version just dropped today. It's already #1 on iTunes and most likely set to be #1 across all major charts. I ordered the CD myself. I'm still waiting on the CD. Haven't got it, so I have the digital version too, but I have not listened to any of it yet. So this one, Race War, boy, that sounds like we're going to have a lot to talk about, because if this song is anything like what the title indicates it will be like, I'm going to have a lot to say about it. So first things first, if this is your first time hanging out with me for a Smokin Reaction, then please understand I'm going to be pausing this video. We're going to be talking about the bars, the beats, the subject, whatever's going on here, whatever kind of feelings are happening during this. And I have a strong feeling I'm going to have a lot to say during this video, so be prepared. So if you haven't heard this song yet from Tom and Adam, then please click on the link right down below. That's going to take you over to Tom MacDonald's channel, where you should watch it there. Give him a like, give him a sub, leave a comment over there, then hit that back button, bounce back this way for our little Smokin Reaction hangout session here. So secondly, please sound off in the comments your opinions on what we're watching, what I'm saying, what we're seeing, all of that cool stuff. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up right here. We got it there. Scoot over just a little bit here. All right, everybody. Here we go. Ooh, I have a feeling this is going to be a doozy. This is a subject I have some opinions about for sure, if they're talking about what it seems like. Let's go ahead. Race War, Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun. Here we go.
It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I warned you. We're like 13 seconds in. Let's listen to a little bit more, then I'm going to run it back.
I'm proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me. All right. Let's run this back here. As usual, Tom MacDonald just jumps right in. Let's listen to this here. It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as.
It's okay to be racist if you hate white people. Now, that's a fact. I think that's blatantly obvious. White people get shit on all the time. I'm not one to really come on and cry about it. I mean, I don't care. I'm quite used to that, man. I grew up where in an area where my whiteness like stood out. You know what I mean? With the people I was hanging out with. Whatever. Let's go ahead and see what he said right here.
School shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping.
So teaching people that their skin color is the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping.
The white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women.
Maybe I'm tripping because our kids have been being taught they have white privilege by white guys in high heels who identify as white women. Ooh, yeah. I don't believe in the whole white privilege thing. And I'll expand on that in a little bit, but let's go.
I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it, because I'm not allowed to have pride in it.
I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not allowed to have pride in it. I don't have any pride in being white. I don't really get the whole pride in your skin color thing, mainly probably because I'm not an oppressed minority. But you know, to be clear, I mean, I grew up around black people. My family moved us out of the trailer park when I was 3 into, like, you know, a lower middle income class neighborhood. My next door neighbors were the only other children on the block were black. I was 3, their youngest son was 4, and they had another son a little older, and then another daughter, and another older daughter. And man, I hung out with them every day of my life for years and years. They were the best people ever. Invited me to their family reunions, and it really introduced me to black culture. I grew up from that point on. Most of my friends my whole life have been black or Mexican. It's just the way it is. I'm not saying that like it gives me some fucking brownie points. I'm just saying that's like my experience. So I've seen a lot of fucking racism like up close and personal. And I've been on that other end of it where you get called, you know, wigger this and told you don't belong in certain cultures and this and that. And it's just been an experience that does make me sensitive to a lot of the racism that black people experience. I've seen some really, really, really ugly things when I was a little kid. Like, it was horrible. Like, I remember our next door neighbor across the street, he came out and all of us kids were out front, and he and his buddies just whipped their dick out and started just peeing right in front of everybody and told told everybody to head back to their homeland, so to speak, you know, and I was like 6 years old watching that one. They pour gasoline all over my neighbor's porch and set it on fire, you know, things like that, like crazy things, man.
Cause the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me.
I'm never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when you stereotype me. There's too much of that stereotyping going on, and I see where this is leading. You know, it's leading to the division. Like it troubles me that what I just told you I experienced, like when I was 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, seeing just blatant racism up close and ugly, and now it's all these years later, and you would think that our nation would have healed a little bit and gotten better, but instead it's just constantly pushed division through the media and our politicians.
White boy and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me when I was young.
What is that? Hold on.
I have pride in it, cause the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gonna trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter.
I'm a white boy and a white boy like me that knows that all lives matter. Bite me. All lives do matter, and I see why some people get offended at that, because I think it's minimizing what they're trying to maximize, which is black lives getting shot by police. I get that, but I'm of the generation that was taught that America is a melting pot of color. Like, it's bullshit when you say we were raised not to see color. We all see color, but what that means is you were raised not to see that it makes you any different. Like, your pigment levels don't make you any different. We all bleed red. We all have problems. We all have different problems. We all have different cultures, and there's nothing wrong with that. And our life experiences are all different. But inside, we're still just human beings.
Fight me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother, but now.
When I was younger, they taught me not to see color, to treat every man as if he were my brother. Same here. That's exactly how I grew up. I've never felt so welcomed as I have at a black family reunion. 200 people there. I'm the only little bitty white face running around, and it was the most awesome experiences of my life, man. Those were incredible people. I was really blessed growing up. Really blessed growing up with the people that I was surrounded with who happened to be black, and just awesome. Like, that's where my love of hip-hop culture comes from on this channel. I mean, I've stayed in that lane like my whole life. You know what I mean? It set the tone when I was younger, and I stayed in my lane that whole life. And it troubles me now when we see all this racial division that's going on, and it bothers me so much.
That we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for better, we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never.
Basically saying that the government wants us divided by color. Yes, because it's the old adage, united we stand, divided we fall. Everybody hears that, but we don't stop to think about it and see what they're doing.
Wake up and never recover. Call me culture vulture because I rap good. I don't pop Zans and smoke backwoods.
Call me culture vulture because I rap good. Yeah. I've got that kind of crap too, whatever. That shit bounces off me like rubber. I heard the term wigger so many times growing up. Come on, mostly from white people, by the way.
But they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks hate normal people.
It ain't left or right, black or white, it's good and evil. Right?
Call me culture vulture because I rap good. I don't pop Zans and smoke backwoods. But they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks hate normal people. United we stand in the.
Elite. It ain't left or right, black or white, it's good or evil. Elite folks ain't normal people. Right there. The elite folks. I've mentioned this before on this channel, and it's a scary thing to think of, and we'd all would rather imagine a world where our politicians and our elected leaders, where all of them that seek that power have got noble reasons behind it. But the truth is, if you look back through human history from the beginning all the way up to where we are right now, there's one common denominator that's there in every culture, every spot in the world, every country. There are always those who seek to oppress us, who seek to find the lower class and rule above them. They seek to have power over the population. It is time and time and time again. And right now, in this day and age, it's no different at all. The only difference is these people run for office and they hide behind big, big smiles and promises of taking care of you. And one of their great tools for achieving this power is to get you thinking like you're some sort of victim. The way they can get you to think like you're a victim is to tell you that you're different from everybody else and that you've been oppressed. So no matter if you're trans, if you're Mexican, if you're Asian, if you're black, if you're whatever it is, if you're gay, if you're a woman, whatever it is other than a white male, you've been oppressed in some way, and everyone else is against you, and you need their help. Therefore, you give them power. And these people, some of them have our best interests at heart. I do believe that. But a vast majority, I believe, do not. And you can see that based on what they're feeding us, what propaganda is out there. Look what's going on around us right now.
Why do we fall? America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing...
I mean, that's true. There's nobody alive today that was on a plantation, and there was no slave owners, but had slaves that's alive today. That's facts. And he said there's trauma in your DNA. I believe that too. There's definitely trauma in DNA. It's not to minimize the black experience in some way. That's absolutely, you have to deal with things that we'll never understand, those of us that aren't black. And saying that we're all equal doesn't minimize your individual experience or your individual struggle in any way, or the struggle of your people as a whole.
We stand and divide and we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation, and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong, don't want to see no man in pain.
Pray to God you staying strong, don't want to see no man in pain. Me neither. I want to see us all heal from this. But we can't heal when we've got these people in power and these corporations controlling the media just pumping out all this division, this nonstop hatred.
White folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same.
Yeah.
They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain.
So some white folks are embarrassing because they're just parenting their parents racist. Get racism. Get that fucking poison out your veins. Hell yeah, man. Absolutely.
Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war.
Yeah.
Dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
We'll be dying in a race war our government is paid for. That is the main problem today, is the fact that our government is paid for. These people get elected. They have to take these lobbyists' money. Then they owe favors. Then they're owned. And here we are. And then you got the power hungry that just stay there.
If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true.
So he just rolled out some stereotype.
Might as well go get
Some things that a lot of people just get told, basically, if you're black, you have no chance. And if you believe what they're saying on the news and you believe that.
'Cause our lives matter more. If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules.
You're going to get killed by police even when you follow the rules.
If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is.
If you listen to the news, you're going to believe all this is true. Yes, they have to establish that victimhood status. That doesn't mean that those things don't happen, but they happen to a lot of people. It just doesn't get blown up. You know what I mean? And the struggle that a young black kid has in the hood somewhere, it's different than the struggle a young white kid's got, say, in Appalachia somewhere, just as a couple of extreme examples, but there's still struggles, and they're still basically centered around being poor and lacking the access to resources.
True, I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white life don't matter, sad, but that's the way that I feel.
I don't feel no white guilt. Nobody cry for me when I'm killed. I guess white lives don't matter. That's sad, but that's how I feel. Yeah, it's true. They don't matter. They don't matter at all. I've come to accept that, so I don't really care. It bothers me that it's gotten to this point in this country where we have such conversations.
I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me.
Oh wait, what was that? I feel like they feel like I don't know what they
Believe
all
all
call
this
me.
is true. I ain't feel no white guilt. They don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white life don't matter, sad, but
feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Yeah. I've heard some nonsense people. I even saw one video. I didn't even want to give it a play. I didn't want that type of shit coming up in my algorithm. I'm trying to label Tom or Adam racist. It's just, oh, it's absurd. I even had a friend of mine go off on that tangent when he found out I was pumping, Adam Calhoun music. He's like, oh, Adam's a racist, piece of shit, and all this stuff. I'm like, man, that's crazy, bro. Like, you literally don't know what you're talking about. Like, you heard some nonsense and you ran with it instead of looking into it for yourself.
Cis white male bigot racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of.
He said, cis white male bigot racist. That's not me.
Killed. I guess white lies don't matter. Sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male bigot racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think Black America needs allies in their army.
I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think Black America needs people in their army. Yeah. Yeah, what is it with these white libs think they need to just rush in and save black people? I don't understand this. They got this fucking hero complex. They think so little of them that they think they need some fucking white guy to come in and save them. Like this nonsense about voter IDs where they try and be like, oh no, people in the hood don't know how to get IDs and all this ridiculous stuff. There's some videos out there where you've got reporters going down into areas where white liberals say that, people don't have access to IDs and wandering around. And guess what? Everybody's got an ID because you can't survive in America without an ID. Go ask a homeless person.
I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male bigot racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think Black America needs allies in their army. Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black, but you faking guys are dying.
What is he saying? Your neighborhoods are what? You pro-black, but you faking?
He's a Nazi, that's not me. I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think Black America needs allies in their army.
First off, this rhyme scheme is great, too.
Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black.
Your neighborhood's all gated, you claim you pro-black, but you faking it.
You faking guys are dying on the pavement, all your hashtags won't save them.
Guys are dying on the pavement, all your hashtags won't save them. Hey, fucking men. It's a bunch of fucking talk with no action.
That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill.
I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill. Right.
Might feel like they the ones who losing their life. When the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division.
White privilege is a system they position for division. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can't afford to pay their light bill. Who might feel like they the ones who losing their life. When the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I know I keep running this back.
Pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American.
I'm sorry.
If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race, religion.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta run it back.
Payment, all your hashtags won't save them. That ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their life.
People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill.
Who might feel like they the ones
who might feel like they the ones
losing their life.
Who losing their life. Yeah, man. The struggle is rich versus poor, elite versus common.
When the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white.
When the worst thing you can be is not ashamed to be white. I'm not running around proud to have Irish blood or whatever, but I'm certainly ain't ashamed, man.
White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race, religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain.
Oh my God, make it. In other words, mix all these ingredients together and make you believe that the other team is your enemy. Absolutely. That's what they do.
I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns to bones one day when you bury them.
I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns to bones when you bury them.
Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves. Just let me try to explain.
Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our grave. Let me try to explain. Facts. This song ain't nothing but facts, and I hope it does some good. We need healing in this country. We need to get off this division shit.
I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me.
Should be us against them, but it's you against me. I can't stress that enough. I feel 100% the same way. And what we got to do is recognize that fact and find ways to start coming together. Am I right?
Ain't nobody gonna win. Everybody gonna see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed.
Right?
I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
Yeah. Wow. That's about what I expected, with a title like Race War. And it just troubles me the way I grew up. We're supposed to be in a better place by now. These things aren't meant to be exploited, especially in this era where everybody likes to use this term woke. Man, all this wokeness shit does is spread division and strife. And I think it's great that we have songs like this out, hopefully making some kind of impact. I really liked it overall. It just left me thinking a lot. It probably left you thinking a lot too. I'd love to know in the comments what your thoughts were about that, whatever I had to say, if you have any opinions about that as well. Have you got that Brave album yet? If you got the CD, have you been listening to it? Is it awesome? I can't decide if I'm going to listen to the digital one today or keep waiting for my CD. I don't know what to do. I'll figure it out though. Finally, if you want to support this channel at all, you can grab a bumper sticker. It says opinions are not a crime right here, just like the old skateboarding is not a crime bumper stickers. They're $5 at my website, thelvme.com, which forwards to my eBay store. All proceeds go to supporting this channel. Thank you so much for hanging out. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. We are almost to 10,000 strong. I will see you all on the next video. All right, later.